Hey yo, what is good, y'all? It is your boy King Country in the building here with my man's the best co-host on YouTube. As always, my man Justin. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro? Holy shit! I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know you pressed start yet.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
didn't
sure I
know.
woke you up when I started talking like that. But look, hey, we are live on Instagram right now. First time being live on Instagram this way. If you were over there on Instagram, say what's up to your brother. Look, we got a lot of stuff to talk about now, bro. Breaking effing news coming hot off the press, Justin. We got breaking news in the building about Avengers 5.
Let's go.
We got to talk about what's in store with X-Men 97 because as we know, X-Men 97 has indeed been slapping. So we got to give X-Men 97 its proper due and talk about what's coming up. And bro, the theory train is rolling, dog. Like, it doesn't take much, man. It doesn't take much. You know, I'm a pure Marvel theorist when it comes to this shit. And it just doesn't take much to get a theory train rolling. And between the Deadpool trailer, between the X-Men trailer, the Marvel theories are rolling, Justin.
Good, man.
So
let's go.
We got some theories to get into tonight, too. But all that, before we hop in, Nighthawk, what's going on over there on YouTube? Ryan
What's up,
Jones
Jared?
Adventures, what's going on over there on Instagram? We're going to have a good time tonight, fellas.
What's up, Jared?
We are going to have a good time tonight, y'all.
I think we got to explain it real quick, though, too, because there's two different chats right now.
There are two different chats.
On YouTube.
There are two different chats. And look, I got the multi-stream chat up right now. There are two different chats, so it's looking a little wonky. You know what I mean? But it's just a little strap. We're just trying out, see how it works, see how it goes. We're streaming live on Instagram. We're streaming live on Shorts. If this doesn't work well for YouTube Shorts and YouTube Live, what we will do is just probably just stream on just YouTube and Instagram. But with that being said, Justin, without further ado, how was your week, man?
Not too bad. You know, just running through life as we can. How about yourself, bro? Been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, but I had vacation last week. Got good time off. Got rejuvenated, relaxed. Went down to the beach. Turned down.
I
missed you,
bro.
Offer. I missed you too, bro. That's why I came. Honestly, that's why I kind of called you in here before we got ready to stream. Look, y'all. In case y'all don't know, Justin usually just probably get on here like 30 seconds before we go live, and then we go live. But we usually play like, Apex, but Apex been slacking. Work been working. So I missed you, bro. I miss you too.
Miss you too, man. It's been a minute.
Bro. It's been a little minute. But hey, we back on it. We back at it. So first things first, though, Justin, let's not waste no time because it is a little late. Let's not waste no time and talk about this right here, dog. This news.
Okay. That's crazy.
This news about Avengers 5. Justin, I don't think you've had a chance to see it yet.
I have not, so.
I don't even know when the article dropped. But I'm going to start off with this Twitter thing right here. This comes from Charles Murphy. He says this. Actors likely to be in Avengers 5. Anthony Mackie, Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Brie Larson, Tom Holland, and Benedict Cumberbatch. Is that earth-shattering to you?
No, it's not earth-shattering. I'm good. I like it. And what's up, Smokey? Smokey, look.
Smokey
you have two streams, so you can pick.
And it's not showing me everybody's stream. Okay, that's what's up.
You can pick the other one, so you're good. Yeah, I know. It's funky. So, but you got the regular size.
Damn, that's wild. I can't see both.
I've just both pulled up, so I just don't see Instagram. But I like it. The one I am I'm low key kind of happy they didn't just axe her. Is Brie Larson.
Yeah,
I know Brie is controversial because of what she, just kind of what she brings on herself. But I'm glad they didn't just straight up axe her. I think give her a little bit of help in getting some love with the other guys, So
now I will say this. My man Murphy did come out and say this isn't necessarily a hard stop list. This isn't necessarily everything that he's going with, because this was kind of his guess. this was kind of what he's expecting to see in there. So that's why I actually feels earth shattering, because each one of those makes sense, and
Exactly.
there's nothing there that's like, oh my god, no way that can be true. All of these
Exactly.
make sense. Everybody should actually absolutely show up. I would say except for Doctor Strange. I would like for Doctor Strange to be gone from Avengers 5 Part 1, because I want his story to be higher than what the Avengers are doing.
Okay.
I want him to be at a higher level of mystery, a higher level of like, I'm actually trying to figure this out and do this thing on my own, because that's what we see in the comics. He goes out on his own and does his thing. And to be real, like maybe if somebody like Tony was around, you know, maybe in this universe you had a Professor X or you had somebody who's at his level. But come on, Doctor Strange. With these here, maybe the only one would be Hulk. And you know, I don't know what to think that he thinks about Chris Hemsworth, Thor. I mean, not Chris Hemsworth. I don't know what Doctor Strange would think about Thor, but I can't really see him looking forward to having an intellectual conversation with Thor.
Yeah.
So so really, the only one there that I can see him really wanting to hang around with is Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. But at the end of the day, you got Wong around for that. So I can see Wong being the sorcerer in this movie in Avengers 5, while you have Doctor Strange just ascending to a higher level, one that people probably wouldn't have thought of come. So that's just a little tease that's out there. This stems from Daniel Rickman coming out and saying that Marvel was interested in a wide number of actors and bringing in a large number of actors for Avengers 5. Duh. It's just news must be slow. They had to put those nothing burgers out. But that's just a little slight way to start off the show with something that just kind of dropped a few minutes ago. And yeah.
I like it.
Justin looking at me like he just ate a nothing burger.
I mean, look, it's not earth shattering at all by any means, but it's cool. I'm more like, the most shocking one to me is actually the Brie Larson one, because like Brie Larson, you know, she is not universally loved, so I'm kind of glad that they're not just chopping her off the side. So, because I mean, everybody knows about her, but like she doesn't deserve to just get thrown away.
Hey, in chat, how are we doing in here, chat? I see we got 12 viewers in here. Damn, we up to 22 right now. But chat, how are we doing in chat right now? How are we looking?
Looks clear to me.
Good? All right, cool. It's saying we're losing consistency. I'm gonna hang over here. Make sure you hit that like button while you're dropping in here too, and make sure you hit that subscribe. I'm almost feeling like ending the other one because it is throwing me off a little bit. Like my chat's not refreshing over here on the. Oh, we got 22 viewers on the streaming on the vertical.
We have 22 on vertical and then 3 on the regular.
Jared, what's going on? What's up, y'all? So look,
I would honestly just leave them both, just because it's recording on both. You know what I mean? So.
Yep. I'm gonna leave them both. So, bro. Bro. Can we get into? Look, we got just some nerdy shit to get into right now. We like Justin.
Is this your hypothesizing time?
Huh?
Is this your hypothesizing
time? This is my hypothesizing time, bro. This one of the thing that kind of just made me really want to just make sure I was here today. In that number of
Go ahead.
Of the stream. Wait, it says the other one isn't started yet?
It shows it started for me.
Okay. I'm going to stop worrying about that. I'm going to just let the chips fall with it, man. What's going on, Mr. Griffin? Mr. Griffin, I'm glad you're here because I thought you weren't going to make it in.
Griff, I told him. I let him know.
Late, Mr. Griffin. He told me how it is when you're late and we here. Look, that's what I'm saying.
We late.
Oh, well. Look, I can see y'all, dog. That's all that matters to me. All right. So, let's start off with X-Men 97. All right, just first off, Justin, we're just going to talk about the show in itself, and then we're going to get into the theory. First off, X-Men 97 is, again, ascending to another effing level, bro. Like, each week when I'm like, I don't even want to say the cliche of, like, there's no way they can top this. But each week it keeps getting higher and higher and doper, bro.
Yeah.
At this point, what can we even say about the show? That's like,
I can't say anything negative. That's for damn sure.
Unless you're being picky, unless you're being a whiny little baby about shit.
Oh.
But we're not gonna get into that because it's good vibes right now. It's good vibes right now. Look, this X-Men '97 show, it's been really delivering. You know, we're wondering who's involved, who's in charge. People who read the comics. So there's a reason why reading the comics pays off. People who's been out there reading the comics, they see and kind of have an idea of where we could be headed with this, right? So I think it was what Rob who kind of called out they were maybe doing like Nimrod or Bastion or something coming into play, or Bastion's former name coming into play. I'm sorry, I need to know Bastion's former name before I go further because that's a huge part of the story, and I'm blanking on. I don't know why I'm blanking on Bastion's name because I know he's Nimrod and he is. Bastion is a combination of Nimrod, and I'm talking my way through it because it's going to show up here. Who is Bastion? The Onslaught. I'm sorry, guys. He's in the Master Road and Nimrod. Okay, cool.
Let me get a quick TLDR on Bastion.
Yeah, just to get a quick
about his character.
So Bastion is a character who he is a merger of Nimrod and Sentinel builds, right? And he is someone who really gets this various types of technology and tries to, and leads a zero tolerance plan against the X-Men, the OTZ, Operation Zero Tolerance against the X-Men to wipe them completely out. And he's going to market himself as humanity's last hope. Hence the war that we see going on. Hence everything that we come into play. That's all in play to get people to allow America's last hope to happen. Now, to run down this episode, bro, this dope ass episode that we got to run down. First off, I want to start with the funeral. Justin, this is the second time we've seen a funeral, for at least for me, a second time I've seen a cartoon funeral scene. Yeah. And each one of those, I got to give credit to Invincible, but this one right here hits harder to me because there's so much more character dynamic that's going on around here. Seeing how Jubilee is taking this grief. Jubilee is taking this thing hard. Because we see at first like how she's like, how can Road not be here? She's going through that different stage of anger, of grief. We got people showing your different stages of grief through each different character.
Yep. It's incredible.
It's incredible there. And then like to dive into that type of tap into that type of storyline there is dope. And then you go into what they actually were doing in Genosha and the work they were doing there to recover mutants and uncover people. They used that scene to push the soap opera narrative further, while you have Road that's actually doing the dirty work to get us to our, plot device. But we're getting that soap opera kind of character development, character moment feel over there in Genosha when you have people like Jean looking for another telepath, and then she comes across Emma Frost. Everybody's hoping, poor Emma Frost, but everybody's hoping that is Madeline Pryor. At least all the X-Men are hoping that's Madeline Pryor. Yeah, and then they find Madeline Frost, who's turned into a diamond, and like a fucking miracle, and everybody's like, shit.
Hey, fuck, man. Good for you, but we didn't want you.
everybody acting like Chris Brown, bro. Everybody was like, everybody pulled a Chris Brown shit off of there and was like, yeah, we wished it was we wished it was you instead of Take type shit. That's what everybody doing over there.
What's up, Nerd Mafia?
What's going on, Green Bear? What's going on, Green Bear? Your Bears did win the draft. I'll give that to you. Okay, maybe it's the YouTube. All right, I was getting an error message. Maybe it's the short stream that's not doing right. Cool.
I think so. Maybe.
But we got more people over here to the regular chat, to the regular stream. All right. So look, all that stuff going on, but the thing that really got everybody excited is this build up to the mutant war, bro. This mutant war, like this build up to the mutants kind of getting dark. We see a little bit of Hank McCoy going to the dark side, a little bit of losing his patience with the reporter who wanted she wanted to taste the beast. She wanted a piece of the beast. And
that was a way to say it.
And she pushed him too far. She pushed him too far. And bro, I don't want to take it there, but I'll take it there because that whole moment was just. In these moments, these mutants, like, they take on different type of minority situations. And we kind of talked about a little bit how it wasn't too far over the top in the show. But these moments in here, like when he's quoting Dr. Martin Luther King, and we see what's happening with him, with him and this woman. And it kind of reminded me of stuff like when when a brother is rocking with a white chick and it seemed all good. But then, she said something that's like, hold up, like, like, hold up, you really feel this way about me and my people. And then that's probably the end of the relationship. That's the moment that went down. That's the moment that went down over there with Beast and the journalist. So you see that going on. You see people leading down to the dark side. Then you see this tension between Rogue and the awesome moment of seeing Captain America. Dog, we got Captain America showing up in this show. They're going for it.
Yeah.
They're going for it. Everybody's second favorite Avenger from the MCU is not Captain Carter. You know what I mean? It's not Skinny Steve. It's full out. It's not old Steve either. It's full out bulk as shit alpha male Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Who ain't really playing nice. Like, I'm gonna be real. He was there talking to her, and he wasn't trying to be a dick, but he sure as hell wasn't being nice.
Nah, he was basically like, get your shit together, Rogue.
Yeah,
I know you lost something, but get your shit together type beat.
Yeah, like, right. He's like, yo, don't overreact. I think he might be even sensing that.
Yeah, true.
He might even be sensing that. He's like, Rogue, we on the same, like, that's how Captain America is anyway. Captain America's like, we on the same, like, except in Civil War.
Yeah.
Captain America is that dude that's like, he's the diplomatic one. He's, let's make the righteous move one. And that's what he tried to do with Rogue, tried to have the attitude of Rogue. And it didn't necessarily pan out because he lost his Frisbee. He lost the shield. It didn't necessarily work out.
Call it a Frisbee is crazy.
Call it a Frisbee. But all of that to lead, to finding Garrick, to finding Trask, all of that leading to Trask being revealed to be a Prime Sentinel, to Cable coming back and saving them. This time travel stuff has been something that's been out there. And what I'm really going to tie into and get into this theory here is what we saw with Bastion and things that are being pointed out. All right, so it's clear. Let's be real. We're in 97. From 92 to 97, things there's been, people have been wondering if things have been altered, time traveling stuff. You have people like Bishop saying Magneto never led the X-Men in any histories that I've been in. You have things that have been being changed. You have Cable going back and forth talking about not again. Things happened in the past. So Cable's been going through time traveling stuff and trying to change the past, trying to change the future so that they have a future to live for. And that's what's been being clearly put out, is that to have a future to live for, what's going on right now has to be stopped. So you have that happening, right? You have Bastion. Then you have them looking at the Sentinels as they're walking in to meet Trask. And you see they're talking about all of this technology that's years ahead of its time. How did they get it? What's going on here? And then you go into to the scene with Sinister and Bastion. Sinister and Bastion are there talking, Justin. And Sinister and Bastion is telling Sinister, y'all have been trying it the same way since 92. He says, you old villains. You have old. Right? Hinting that he's really something from the future, and I think this may be where they're changing up the comic storyline. All of that to say, things are starting to really kind of maybe add up here to how this could come into play in the MCU and the multiverse. Because look, we got to confirm, even though people didn't want to believe or didn't want to play on to the fact that this X-Men 97 universe is tied into the MCU multiverse, because they said they were doing their own thing for a little bit. Coming to the point now We're at the point where this looks like this is going to be the case. That this is tied in because we've seen the Watcher. The Watcher's that connection. The Watcher was in that episode of X-Men. So all that to say, Justin, maybe you help me out and you can just, I can lead you down the path to this theory. It's a Marvel multiverse.
Yep.
We have time travel being involved. We have a villain who has technology that is beyond his time, that is made to defeat the X-Men and to start a war and to drastically change the timeline. Right?
Yeah.
Let's think about what my man's Bishop said in episode 4. Bishop said, time can sometimes be rewritten.
He did.
Basically, I'm paraphrasing. He said time is rewritten. Now, all other instances of everything we know about time traveling, from Loki, from Doctor Strange, we know, in Endgame, we know that creates a branch reality. Only one person has talked about actually rewriting effing time. Who was that, Justin?
Is it Kang?
It was Kang the Conqueror, who talked about rewriting all of time.
Yep, it was.
It was Kang the Conqueror. Now, look. I'm not saying this is exactly what they're doing. I'm not saying I'm thinking this is how this show is going to actually end. But at the end of the day, it seems to be that they're planting seeds. Now, you might say, hold up. I thought Jonathan Majors was fired. Let's backtrack here. Because, yes, Jonathan Majors was gone. However you feel about it, right or wrong, that's not here to discuss. What we're here to discuss is their plans of what they're going to be doing moving forward and how they're going to fill that void. What the major reports have been saying is that, yeah, they're still doing Kang, but it's going to be different than what they were doing. It's not all out Jonathan Majors. There's going to be villains who's going to fill the multiverse vacuum-sized hole that Kang the Conqueror's left, and then they're going to come back around and end this up with Kang still being the main villain of Secret Wars, but it might be a beyond the variant of Kang, and there's even hints that that's going to show how they recasted him, right? Could this all be getting clear, Justin? Because what they should have done with Kang in the whole first place, fuck up number one, was having Kang being the one doing his own dirty work.
Yeah.
That was fuck up number one. One reason why Kang was so dope in the TV in Loki is because he had the TVA doing his dirty work. The people you have doing your dirty work can get defeated. But that's why how Thanos became that. Even when he got stabbed in the chest, it even seemed to be his own design.
I mean, when he got stabbed in the chest, he even made that look gangster.
Yeah, it seemed to be of his own design.
Should have aimed for the head. Was tough. Come on now.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about even when Kang got stabbed in the chest as He Who Remains in Loki season 1, that even seemed to be of his own design.
Yeah. It wasn't as gangster, but yeah.
It wasn't as gangster, but we still validated him.
Yeah.
We still gave him credit because it felt like a mastermind.
Part of the plan.
It felt like part of the plan. It felt like some mastermind type shit of what they were doing. So, with that being said, this could be the first sighting, the first sign of how they're going to make this all make sense with Kang the Conqueror. Now, the only thing that holds me up, and I'll go ahead and throw this out there now, is just the timing of it all. This show has been in the works. They've been the plans. However, something as far as connecting this to one person could change pretty easily. Could be a pretty easy fix, a pretty easy change.
It could be. Yeah.
So Justin, let me just put a bow on this. My theory here is that Kang the Conqueror, or Kang the Beyonder, rather, is the one who is actually behind Gyrick. Now, whether it's him hands-on, or whether it's him rewriting the timeline, to put it on the bow, Kang the Conqueror or Kang the Beyonder is actually the one behind Bastion doing all of these plans and making all this thing come into play. to like maybe wipe out the X-Men, to maybe have a timeline where you don't have X-Men exist. Whatever his alternate reasonings could be, he could be the one at play making this all go down with the X-Men, with Trask, with Bastion, to better please him. Because let's be real, it seems to be I'm not that hip on Nimrod. I'm not that hip on Bastion, but it seems to be that Nimrod was not that much of a threat. It seems to be that Nimrod got some help. And
It
now
does
that
seem like that.
It seems to be that he got some help. Like, and also too, you have time travelers on one end trying to fight this force because the world is terrible in the future. So it's like who would benefit from giving Nimrod, which I love that name, who would benefit from giving Nimrod the power to do something like this other than Kang the Conqueror, and would use technology from the future other than Kang the Conqueror?
You're right. And what if low-key, what if he's who's helping Cable get back?
See, I think Cable and Bishop is the one doing. I think Cable and Bishop are doing this for a good reason. I think they're doing this on their own.
Yes, but did you see the energy that Cable came in with? To Scott?
I think it was more so daddy issues type shit. Like I don't
Could
think
have
that was
been,
more
but
so
like
I don't think that was villain stuff. Because at the end of the day, he still saved them and he's still
like
willing to help them.
maybe he doesn't realize he's like a low-key pawn, but like he only has like it's almost like he don't give a fuck about the X-Men. He just cared about Madeline.
Possibly. All right, that's a possibility. I'll give you that. But then also too is like maybe there is some just effed up dad beef there. That's
Yeah,
not been
I
addressed.
mean, you could definitely be right, and I could more than likely
Because he has a
be
connection
wrong.
with his mom through telepathy, but he
Yeah,
has no connection with his dad.
yeah, and then for him to be like, "You're get out," he's basically like, "Get out of my head, Gene. You're not
Mm-hmm.
her."
Mm-hmm.
So,
There could be some resentment there. He could know his mom is dead. He does know his mom is dead. Probably she is dead. I'm sorry, my allergies are trying to kick my ass right now.
which
But
it's also weird that he would still go back because I think he could go back further again, and again, and again, which it seems like he was doing. So,
maybe it requires something in how this is being written, like
mm,
how this is playing out. Maybe there could be a higher plan to that, or it's just a plot hole. Because it could be that we're not completely failed yet.
you mean you're probably right? Because honestly, I give honestly, I'll simp for them, and I feel like they have this well thought out. So there's got to be reason. So.
But I mean, yo, like for them to say that, yo, it could be Kang being back. Kang could be the one that's doing this. I'm not that far off to say like that's not happening. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely possible because it sounds like Marvel is gonna slowly get away from him, not just completely dump him off. So could definitely
And
be the case.
so how do you feel about that though, Justin? Like, if we find out that's the case, I've had this. You know, people are saying they should have scrapped Kang anyway. I wasn't one of that because I felt like there was always a way to build him up in the right way. Like, out of all these variants, you can still introduce that one variant of Kang that's above all, and that you could have still made him a formidable threat. And
Well,
to me, doing it through the henchman way is the perfect way to be like, he's been the reason behind all this chaos.
you know how I felt about the whole king of the issue.
You just want Doom, right?
It's not even that I wanted Doom. It's I was unimpressed.
Yeah, everybody was.
I was unimpressed, and I frankly don't give a fuck about him no more. And now that you couple in all the whatever issues or non-issues going down, I don't care. Give it somebody else. But I mean, hey,
But
if
they
they're
can
able
make
to,
you care again.
But
But like to me, it's like they can make you care again.
I mean,
Because
they can.
the way you took this, like I'm be real, bro. The way I just talked to you, you took this theory, bro. Hey,
They can. Look, they can. But I still say Kang is soft. Okay, getting beat up by ants and shit. Come on now.
Damn, my chat. I just feel like my chat isn't working. Is anybody in chat
I think it's messing up with the
with
it's
the dual
it
streams?
maybe a little bit, yeah,
Yeah.
because it doesn't make sense that it went from yeah, I don't know. It just seems like it's messing up a little bit, but it is what it is. We'll figure it
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. It's the first time for everything. I probably put my settings up too high.
out.
But look,
Costco hot dogs said
could Brie
something
Larson
about Brie Larson.
could be interesting to see Brie Larson and Captain Marvel interact with those other characters. She's someone who doesn't seem to work well on her own. She did good in Avengers Endgame. I just don't like that we think we saw him kick. I just don't like that we saw so much just to kick him to the curb. And that's how I'm feeling. Like, to me, bro, you're quitting. Kevin Feige doesn't quit. You like once you started off, it's movies, bro. It's not like it's a football team, bro. It's not like it's a football team where you have players and you're stuck with those players and you can't make any changes with those players from season to season. From movie to movie, you can make an adjustment to the story. You can literally retcon shit. You can literally go against shit that happened and like you could just really do something to belittle what fuck ups you did in the past and make up for it. You literally do whatever you want to in movies and move forward. So like to just give up on Kang the Conqueror because because they effed up, and I think what they had planned was actually probably going to be really good. It's to me it's giving up.
I don't know if I'm really good. I don't know if I'm really good.
To Secret Wars. I'm talking about the ending of Secret Wars. Like I think in like the ending goal of getting to Secret Wars as planned was really good.
But how many times are we gonna have to see a variant get beat up?
None now. I say none until we see him like pretty much be the reason why the universe is destroyed. I would say none now because he is using henchmen. Like he's the one at play. He could be the one that causes the destruction of the Fox X-Men 97 universe to get them into Secret Wars.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
He could be the one. He could be the one at play here when it comes to the destruction that's happening in the multiverse with Deadpool. You know what I mean? He could be the one at play with all of this stuff and destruction. And then he wins. He wins in Secret Wars Part 1 and gets defeated in Secret Wars Part 2.
I'll be honest. Do we really expect to see him in Deadpool?
No, I don't think I would see him in Deadpool. We didn't see Thanos in Avengers 1.
But like he's not Thanos though.
I mean, but he not yet. Not yet.
Come on, man. He's had what, two appearances so far? Three.
See, this is what you're doing, right? Justin. You're taking their old mistakes and holding against what they're going to try to do forward. I'm moving past that.
Just move on. That's what I'm saying. You know?
Yeah, no, I'm moving past their mistakes and looking at how they're going to try to make up for it. So it's him coming back. It's him coming up. It's him coming back. It's Kang the Beyonder. And which is his rumor. Again, I wouldn't have had this thought unless it wasn't rumored. Unless it wasn't out there that this could actually be happening, I wouldn't have had this thought, bro.
But who do we want to have? Who do we want to have replace Jonathan Majors then?
I don't know.
Because that means you're gonna have to replace Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know who I want to have replace Jonathan Majors. I mean, Coleman Domingo was out there, and I think he would be a great person to be the Beyonder. But yeah, Beyonder is definitely going to be. Somebody's definitely going to take the place of him, and it's going to be the Beyonder variant. I feel that definitely coming. Damn, I ended my stream. I'm sorry, chat. I'm getting distracted because for some reason I closed out something. I ended the Instagram stream. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, just don't like to kick it to the. I think the rumor Kermit Domingo is a great replacement for Jonathan Majors, bro. I think the same here, and I just lost Justin.
Hello.
We're here. We're back.
Okay. Yeah. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah. I was looking at something else. I think it just Streamlabs to this thing. But I was looking at something else. I accidentally when I opened, I just fucked up.
Nighthawk, chill.
Put a chicken in liquor
Jesus.
game. Oh my god, that's wild. That is wild, Nighthawk.
That is a wild.
Yeah, just go ahead with Coleman Domingo. Yeah, just go ahead with Coleman Domingo off that shit. Just go ahead with Coleman Domingo off that shit. But
I mean, look,
that's my
it
thoughts.
It's just a weird one, man.
But look, it's weird. But like, I think once they start executing, we can. And once we see them start to build it up, and if we see like over a few movies, like, all right, this is somebody that's pulling the strings, and it's the Beyonder Kang, then I think it would be a lot easier to take than like where our head is right now. And would be years removed from it. It would be like 2-3 years removed from it. So,
probably longer than that.
Yeah, probably longer than that. So we know you're just kidding, Nighthawk. But so, look, let me know what y'all think in the chat. How do y'all think about that? Do you think it's possible that it could be using Kang the Conqueror to be the one behind the strings, pulling the strings in X-Men 97? Let me know in the chat what you think. Justin, again, X-Men 97 is dope. It's just been a dope.
I love it, bro.
We're in a dope period right now, dog, because we got the best trailer of the year for the best movie that's going to be coming out this year. That is Deadpool 3. Justin, I'm just going to go ahead and roll this trailer. I don't find nothing wrong. Usually I don't always watch a trailer twice.
Yeah.
But when the trailer is fucking Deadpool and Wolverine,
this one's worth it. This one's fucking worth it. You know?
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider. I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
Yo, this trailer.
It's great, bro.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now.
Boys are so silly.
This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching
They
powder?
know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even Forrest Bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes.
All right.
But I can't.
Look, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna talk theory first, but I just gotta get this out of here. This last bit reminds me that I'm only seeing this movie for MCU shit and not because it's a Deadpool movie. Like that I'm only hyped for this movie because of MCU shit and not the fact that it's Deadpool. Is that fair to say? Like
Wait, off of that last bit?
like, bro, the last bit is signature Deadpool, and I'm not necessarily. That doesn't necessarily do it for me. That style of humor, it doesn't necessarily like. It's like ha ha ha, but it's not like I'm weak type shit. It's not like
I'm not weak by it, but it's good. It's good to see
I don't
in
know.
Marvel
Deadpool
that they're actually going for it type shit.
That's not. It's good to see they're going for it. They're cussing.
They're not nerfing it, I
They're
guess is
cussing.
the word. Is
Yeah,
that a better word?
They're
They're not
cussing,
nerfing Deadpool.
But they're cussing. So what? What does that have to do with what you're actually going to watch? Do you like Deadpool's humor?
Kendall, you sound like a hater, bro.
Do you like Deadpool's humor? Do you like? Answer the question, Justin. Do you like Deadpool's humor? Like, do you?
Yes.
Is Deadpool's humor what draws you to the movie? Like, to me, I don't know.
Yes.
Like, Deadpool on his own. If they were making a Deadpool 3 with no MCU ties,
we went through this,
bro. Let me ask you this: if they were making a Deadpool 3 movie with no MCU ties, no Wolverine.
I mean, technically, Wolverine is not MCU ties.
I'm not saying he is. I'm saying with no MCU, they have two things here that makes you want to see is the MCU ties and Wolverine. Without those two things, and you
I'd still be going to see this.
You
movie.
had your regular Deadpool cast, like you had your regular Deadpool gang, that level of characters, and they give a joke about not being able to afford people. Would you go see Deadpool 3?
I'd still be going to see this movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't be going to go. I wouldn't be going to go see it in theaters. I'm just being real. It would feel it. The other two, they felt like good. I'm just putting it here. The other two felt like good.
Exactly, Griff. I'm more of a Ryan Reynolds fan. I like Ryan Reynolds.
The other two Deadpool movies felt more like great Sony movies. Good Sony movies.
That's disrespectful.
Like it felt like above. It just felt like it was above Venom. You know what I mean? Like it felt like it was just. It wasn't. Let's be real. The Deadpool 1 and 2 was not MCU quality, right? At least to me, it didn't match up with stuff we was watching in MCU. At that time, at least.
What?
What? What?
Oh.
Am I tripping or not? Like,
I think you're tripping just a little bit.
to me, like, no, like, maybe it was a damage from just the Fox brand. Maybe that's what it was, the damage from the Fox brand. But to me, no, like, I couldn't see it that way. So anyway, that last joke just made me remember that it's going to be a Deadpool movie. And I'm not the only one who feels this way. A lot of people that I spoke with, and I mean, like, I know I say this a lot, and I'm not saying that my people that I talk to are the all and all be all of everybody. But can I just tell you that, you know, as somebody who takes surveys and has to do, you have sample sizes. And I will tell you that in the past, when I've had conversations with normies, when they say they're going to go see something with my normie friends, it's typically a good indicator of just how everybody else is feeling. Because I'm a nerd. Like, I'm going to go see every movie regardless. I'm going to be hype over the multiverse stuff. I'm going to be hype enough over seeing Wolverine. I'm going to be hype about that stuff more than normie is. So that stuff is going to entice me more to go see a Deadpool movie, even though I'm not really a big Deadpool movie fan. I'm not really a big Deadpool franchise fan. And that's just what it comes down to. I'm not sure there's a broad scope of Deadpool franchise fans out there. It feels more culty to me, is what I'm getting at.
It feels more culty.
Deadpool 1 and 2.
I would say it
feels more like culty.
It's not no Zack Snyder type culty.
No, it's a legit culty. It's legit culty. It's not Zack Snyder culty. It's not like left take culty. It's more so like legit. Like, it's more so the people who love it love it. And there's a good amount of them, but it's not the amount that you had to be like, I love the MCU. Like, it's just not. And I think the box office numbers don't reflect that. The box office, like, the fact that
they did quite well.
It did quite well, but it wasn't loved well. Like, if you're talking about superhero movies, like, yo, Batman vs. Superman made $1 billion in that era. That's Batman vs. Superman. I get it.
It's Batman vs. Superman. Household name on a household name.
I'm just counting shitty movie, but it made a bit. You know, it made what it made. we had like movies that were characters that were less than Deadpool making like come on at that point Marvel was knocking 750 out the park. And let me just look at this.
It's a Ryan Reynolds thing, bro. That's what I'm gonna say.
It's probably
a
Ryan
Reynolds
it's
thing.
more so it very much so is a Ryan Reynolds thing.
People turn out for Ryan Reynolds because
so
he's
I don't
good.
so maybe Colt wasn't is what it, and I, you know I like Ryan Reynolds. It's just Deadpool for me. I'm just not a huge Deadpool franchise fan. I don't personally, in my personal life outside of nerds like us, know anybody who is a Deadpool franchise fan. And that just is what it is. But look,
well, you know when they put Taylor Swift in here.
But, all right, but look, let's go ahead. I wanted to attack the theory here, but we're just going to attack this now. Let's get into this topic. Is Deadpool a effing lock for $1 billion? Is Deadpool, if Deadpool doesn't get $1 billion, Justin, is Deadpool going to be considered, is that going to be considered a failure? Because, you know, we have people out there like you. We have people out there like
me.
like our good buddy from Josh of the Dinner Nerds, who are dead set that Deadpool is going to hit $1 billion.
Okay. Calm down.
Are you set?
I'm not a dead set. I do think it is good. I think it is achievable that it will be in the Billy Club.
So would you
dead
bet?
Set?
So would you
No.
bet watching Madam Web on it?
Fuck no, because I wouldn't even start that lie. Like,
look,
it could lose, and I would just be like, yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Like, I'm gonna get to watching Madam Web. I'm never watching Madam Web.
The only reason why I'm
never
addressing
bet
this,
that.
the only reason why I'm addressing this like this is
It's a
because
Josh.
that was me. That's me. I'm chat. I'm the one out there screaming, getting ostracized, saying that this movie is not guaranteed to make $1 billion. No, I'm a real ass person. I'm an RN, bro. On some RN that shit. Because I can't say what I want to say because out of respect to Justin.
Here, real quick, let me tell you this. If you better hope they do not put Taylor Swift in that bitch.
No, look, if they put Taylor. Look, here's the thing.
It's too Bill. It's too Bill with Taylor Swift in there.
Here's the thing. To keep it a buck, to keep it 100, when it comes to Deadpool and what he can actually do to get $1 billion, I would say I'm about like 50% of him getting $1 billion. Like, I definitely think it can be done. 50% is a coin toss. You know what I mean? Like 50%, like there's factors that can come into play. I don't know the movie well enough to be like, no, it's not going to get $1 billion. Because let's be real, if the movie is absolutely dope, if it gives us some absolute nuggets on what the MCU is doing moving forward, then that thing is going to have a killer second weekend. But you know, if it's a great movie, but it doesn't necessarily get past the Ryan Reynolds fan, it doesn't necessarily get past.
It will.
You don't know that. You don't know that it will necessarily go past, because let's be real. If that was the case, if Deadpool 1 was so great, Deadpool 2 would have made way more than only 5 million more in box office. Like the numbers is there to show that it doesn't necessarily contain a growing audience without
this one
this
is completely
MCU stuff.
different, and you know that. This dude,
It has
3 days. This trailer's been out for 3 days. 28 million views. 3 days. Come on now.
I've seen views on trailers do bigger things. Like I've seen views on trailers be misleading. Like I'm not gonna go. All I'm going to say is, and this isn't to say it's gonna flop. Like this isn't to say it's only gonna make 500,000. You know, I mean, I can see more so in the Real House of 850 to 900 million.
I think it's a lock for 850.
I think it's a lot for 850. But here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I think it's possible it can get to the billion. I'm just not betting that I'm going to watch Madam Web on it. And there's reasons why. Like, I can't sit here and say all I say about the current state of the MCU and feel like that can get you that 250 million. Because let's look at this. If Deadpool 2 made 200 and like around 750,000, around that, a little bit more than that maybe, in box office, right? That was when Marvel was at peak. Even though Fox had his stuff was going on, Marvel was at peak. People were loving the super. It wasn't superhero fatigue around there. Deadpool was a new rated R type thing. You know, it's good. And then you got Ryan Reynolds, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you put that into what's happening today, without like I said, if they would just continue the Fox Deadpool franchise, I would say that would probably go back to be like $500K. Like if he were to just roll out and to be Fox franchise, let's say Disney never bought Fox. Let's just say they're continuing what they're doing. That type, what we're going through now, yeah, I think you will roll that back. The superhero fatigue. Listen. I'm adding the numbers. Justin. I'm adding the numbers. So let's say you roll that back. Deadpool on his own, Deadpool by himself, in the movie right now on his own, I would give him the benefit of the doubt and say he gets 650 on his own right now. Just all outright. If it was no MCU ties, no X-Men, just a regular Deadpool cast, I think that movie gets 650,000 this year. Now, let's do the math. Let's do the calculator. Let's get the calculator to do some math. All right. MCU multiversal implications. I think that is worth an extra $250 million. I think that on its own is worth an extra $250 million. An extra $250 million.
So we're what at 750?
So if you go from 6, we're about like 850, right?
Oh, 850. Okay.
We're at about 850. Now here's the controversial part. You already got the people who are the multiversal crowd, and the people who are the Ryan Reynolds crowd. A lot of them are already included in those two numbers. So, I mean, already included. A lot of them are going to be included in this next one that I'm coming up with. So this next boost isn't going to be as big. You get what I'm saying? If you're in these categories, you're not going to be in another category. You're not going to be able to count off of 3 categories 3 times because you're likely going to overlap. So you're going to overlap into this third category that's being Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. A lot of the Marvel Multiverse fans, they're already going to be in the theaters anyway. Off of that, adding Wolverine is not going to make them turn into 2. Adding Wolverine is not going to triple these people. So, that to say, I would think Wolverine, especially being that the fact that, can we just acknowledge Wolverine had a perfect ending? Can we acknowledge the fact that, like, the taste where we left off with X-Men and Wolverine, where we left off with the whole franchise of Fox and X-Men, is not in a great position. It's not what people want to, like, it's not very well received in people's mind. But what people do receive well is the ending that Logan got in Logan. But then what damaged, let's say, you know, Fox New Mutants, Apocalypse, whatever the movie was that came out before Apocalypse, right? That had the newer little kids in there, whatever. Like, that impacts the Fox X-Men legacy to where it's not how people highly regard Tobey Maguire, seeing him come back. And then even then, we already seen the multiverse shenanigans with Tobey Maguire coming back. So it's not like people are clamoring at I don't think, I might be wrong, but on the broad outside spectrum, outside of the people that's watching YouTube, outside of the people that's tuning in on Twitter and engaging in these conversations, the actual box office drive, Wolverine ain't gonna make them come to the theaters. Maybe if you seen all the X-Men pop up, maybe if it was a full X-Men movie and Wolverine was involved, everybody's coming back to the theaters. But Wolverine, on his one instance, isn't gonna make everybody that would come to a whole X-Men movie come back to see a Deadpool movie. So that being said, I'm giving Wolverine about $100,000 in that equation, coming up to around $950 million. That's how I see it falling short of $1 billion.
What? Kendall, you're about to put me in the same like you're literally talking me into being with Josh right now. Because
you can't overlap, Justin. And like, look at Logan didn't even crack 700 million. Logan didn't even crack. As great as Logan was,
It
as
has
profound
been
as it was.
15 years since we've seen Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
So, but think about everyone who cares. The only people
lot
who
of
care
people
are us
care.
nerds. The only
No,
people who
that
care.
is not true.
Who
That
you
is
ta-
not
all
true,
right.
and you know that's not true.
Bro, the people I confirm, the people I look to that I call my normie community, that's watched every single MCU movie that's ever come out. They are like, I'm not going to go see this movie in theaters. And it's like, yeah, it's cool that Hugh coming back, but I can wait till Disney Plus. Like, it's not carrying the weight
Did
that
they
a lot
go
of us
see,
nerds I feel like are there.
Did they go see Spider-Man?
Hmm?
Did they go see Spider-Man when it came out in theaters?
They did.
They bullshitting, bro.
They did go see Spider-Man going out to see it in the theaters.
Dude,
No, I'm not saying nobody is coming out, Griff. I'm saying, look, the amount of people, when I broke it down, and I broke it down like this, if you put out a Venn diagram of people who would be pulled to this movie because of just Deadpool, people who go to see this movie just because of MCU, and people who go see this movie just because of Hugh Jackman, and you put them all into one like amalgamation of like a Venn diagram and of like what overlaps, the overlapping factor would be heavily slanted towards like the towards like the MCU being the biggest reason why people would see this movie. Would be the biggest reason why it's like bringing in the box office moolah. And I just, Jared, to answer your point, look, I know it's a hot take. Because at the end of the day, I feel like it can make I feel like it would make $1 billion, but here's my reasons why it wouldn't. Can we look at it this way? These are my reasons why Deadpool would not make $1 billion. And my reasons why Deadpool would not make $1 billion is simply because the hype ain't where we think it is outside of the nerdy community.
What?
It's just not. It's just not. Look,
You're
and
telling
like
me-
Jared said, the $750 million thing. I already explained that. Box office ain't what it is. Deadpool without Wolverine or Hugh Jackman, I promise you, is not making $750 right now in these times. I don't see who can I don't see how we can disagree with that. Like, we just went through a that's not even making more than what Black Panther. That's close to what Black Panther 2 made. And Black Panther 2 got way more cachet than Deadpool by himself. Black Panther 1 made $1 billion.
Okay, we gotta look,
So-
bro.
so,
we
like,
gotta. We're not
let's
even
be real here.
factoring the people that are gonna see it multiple times.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna go see it multiple times, but you got to get to the theaters to see-
Exactly.
but you got to get to the theaters to see it multiple times. I saw Black Panther multiple times. Like, you got.
Did you see the second one multiple times?
Yeah, I saw the second one multiple times. Like, I've seen Guardians multiple times. I think the only movie I haven't seen multiple times was Thor. Yeah, I saw pretty much each one of them multiple times. The only one I hadn't seen multiple times was Thor.
So so we're over here saying it is above.
I know everybody's gonna disagree with me over here.
You're making me on the Josh side, where now I'm almost willing to bet watching Madam Web. Because what?
I just don't think it's a lot, bro. I don't think it's a lot because it's just not back yet, bro. Like,
I'm
it's
telling
just-
you, your arguments have made me think it's actually a lock.
I hear you. And
Like,
the
I'm almost
I'm
down
gonna
to
tell you
bet
the
it
points. The points that I'm pointing out. The points that I'm pointing out is what other people are using to think it's gonna be a lot. Like, so yeah, it makes sense why you think it's gonna be a lot. But I'm like I said before, I just think we are thinking of ourselves like when nerdy stuff was at the top of pop culture. I think we're thinking of ourselves where people would just go to see the movie to go see the movie. That people would be like, you want to come see this MCU movie with me? And like you had the one nerd and you just had the friends. And like, you want to come see this MCU movie with me? And people are like, yeah. It's not where we are right now. To me, it's just not. And then on top of that, I'm not the only one. My good friend, Second Street Marvel, he had a very interesting take on this. He said this: 1 billion, economy, recession, theaters, election year. Did I leave anything out? That's a tough task at this point. It can be done, but this ain't the summer of Barbenheimer. He says, shit's funny for sure, but people are not spending their money like a bunch of assholes right now. I don't even see the usual people acting a fool with their tax money. All these things combined could very well have an impact on box office sales in the middle of the year. Now, look, the election year is crazy. I wouldn't include that. But yeah, bro, like
we're saying the economy is in such a different spot from Barbenheimer till now.
Yeah, it actually is, bro. Inflation is actually higher. It's kind of fucked.
I guess. I don't know, man. I think we are fishing right now for it not to be a billion at this point.
Nah, I don't feel like I'm fishing now. Like going into election year, is not fishing. But
Man,
bro,
we
like,
bringing up election year.
I would not be talking about this if the people that I actually take and look to for normie insight were saying they were going to wait until the movie came out on Disney Plus, or just flat out saying they weren't going to go see the movie.
As I said,
like one of the responses was, "I'm gonna wait to go see it on Disney Plus." That was one response I got. The rest of them was just like, "Nah, I'm not going. Like, I'm probably not going to go see it. Probably ain't gonna go see it." Now that could definitely change as we get closer. But people like, "Nah, like I'm probably not going to go see it." What's the convo like when it does 1.25? Then that means I was absolutely. I mean, I don't even want to be the guy that's like, it's not gonna make $1 billion, because like to me, like I'm more leaning towards it can make $1 billion, but it's just not a lot, bro. It's just like I'm over here arguing. I feel like the reason why it's looking like this is that everybody is looking at it like it's absolutely gonna make $1 billion, and I'm looking at it to be like, not so fast. There are reasons why it might not make $1 billion. There's reasons why it might get stuck at like 95 or like it'll get close, but it might not make $1 billion. You know what I mean? Like that's how I'm coming at it. I'm not coming at it to say there's no way it's gonna make $1 billion. I'm not coming at it to say it's only gonna make 750. I'm coming at it to say, no, there's a way. It's not a lot. If it was a lot to make $1 billion, I would think it'll make like 1.4. Now I think 1.4 is a big ass stretch. I think 1.25. I think 1.25 is hard right now.
I'll be honest. Look, again, I said this earlier, but if they put in Taylor Swift, which we kind of think they will, once that word gets out, it's over. It's probably gonna hit 2 million.
If Taylor Swift is in it, it's gonna hit 2 billion. I'm operating on the assumption that Taylor Swift is not in this movie. That's
I don't know, man. The way Blake Lively.
I mean, I know, and like these thoughts are coming from Taylor Swift. I'm not putting the Taylor Swift equation in this because I personally don't like the Taylor Swift equation. Like, I just don't like Taylor Swift being a reason, like a Taylor Swift cameo being the reason why a bunch of people are just going to fill up the theaters.
I mean, dude.
Because then there's no like true metric of. This is like no true metric of why people wanted to come to the movies. You have to think about Taylor Swift being one of the reasons why. I was saying then there's no true metric, Justin. Like if Taylor Swift is in the movie and she's like one of the main reasons. I mean, if we're saying that it might make $2 billion, then they're saying she's one of the reasons why she's going to add like $750 million to the movie. And like I mean,
unfortunately,
the movie.
Unfortunately. That is her effect. Yeah.
And I think
it's annoying as fuck.
I think that's why you don't put her in a movie, but it's a cash grab. Like it's an obvious cash grab to put her in the movie. If it's
good, if it's still a fucking solid ass
she's herself
with like
if she's herself, if she makes the Stallions this, you know, showing up as herself and is not a character.
Dude, she's Dazzler. Like, bro, like
If she's Dazzler, that's
that's
dope.
that's dope as fuck.
Yeah, she's
which
Dazzler,
I
that's
kind of
dope.
hope they do.
But the rumor is she's herself.
If she's herself, okay, that's kind of cringe. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
lie.
cringe. And like, no, that's money. But if she's Dazzler, that's genius. But from the last rumor I saw, she was herself.
I hope she's Dazzler, but like, yeah, I mean, if the movie's still fucking solid without her factor in it, like, I mean, bro, I still think this movie can hit $1 billion without her. But if you throw her into the equation,
Oh, it's definitely.
you know how the Swifties are, bro. Like, they're obnoxiously annoying about it. So that thing is gonna be. That thing gonna go crazy.
But I just had to touch on it. If she's in it, it's yeah, the billion thing is gone. If she's Dazzler, I mean. But yeah, just on its own, like just those three Wolverine, just based on what we've seen from the trailers. I've kind of put Dazzler in the back of my mind because the trailer's been coming up heavy. So like the trailer's been what's on my mind is what I've been thinking about. And like just based on the trailer and what people are talking about, like I'm the only right now. I have one other friend that I know for sure is going to go see this movie. Actually, I got two other friends I know for sure are going to go see it. The rest who went to go see No Way Home, who went to go see Multiverse of Madness, who even went to go see Black Panther and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. The rest are like, no.
We'll see, man.
Only two of those. I had two
literally
I had
2
two
months
of those
away.
friends who didn't go see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So they all went to go see Black Panther. They all went to go see No Way Home. They all went to go see Multiverse of Madness. They're not only me and two other friends. The two that I know are going to the movies for this are the two that's watched the Disney Plus series. So like I don't consider them nerds because they don't necessarily like to talk about them being like the YouTube stuff and diving into it. But they're like more hardcore normies to the MCU stuff and watch it. So like that's what, again, we get wrapped up in that community and who we're talking to a lot of times, and like in our circle. And not to say you don't have friends outside of the nerdy community, but I just feel like it's not a lock unless Taylor Swift gets out. I did all this yapping just for Taylor Swift to be in the movie and have my whole shit look terrible.
Oh yeah, because she in the movie. It's over.
So can I just say it now? Can I just say it now? It's a lock. It's a damn sure lock for $1 billion, and Taylor Swift is in the movie. Can I put that out there? Did I talk too much shit? Can I like go back and like?
I'll allow it, but like
Taylor. If Taylor Swift is not in this movie, I'm not so sure it's a lot.
All it takes is one tweet from her, though.
Yeah.
Oh my God, go see my friend Blake Lively's new movie. She's in it, dead as Lady Pool. And then it's over.
If Taylor Swift has nothing to do with this movie, if Taylor Swift does nothing for this effing movie, then it's dangerous to get $1 billion. Like the $1 billion.
What if she's caught wearing a lady?
If Taylor Swift does nothing to get in this movie, it's not a lock for $1 billion. But if Taylor Swift does anything as much as say the word Deadpool in any form or fashion, then it's going to get $1 billion. Okay?
What if she's not saying anything?
If she just
she has a lady pool shirt.
If she just paints her nails red and black and puts it on Instagram on the premiere day, it's getting $1 billion. If Taylor Swift just tweets out 2 letters, DP, Deadpool getting $1 billion. Okay.
I don't think you got to worry about that tweet. I don't think you got to worry about that one. Oh fuck.
Shit. Okay, I did all that shit to say this. Look, bro, I'm getting hotter and hotter. I got 2 things of what's going on with this movie. First things first, I want to answer Justin. Let me ask you, who do you think this Wolverine is?
I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of on the fence of it being like a Days of Future Past one, of it being a Days of Future Past one that failed and had to live out his whole life in that timeline.
I find that can be possibly true.
Okay.
And what I'm about to say. I think this Wolverine here, this depressed ass, sad sap ass Wolverine, is the Wolverine who witnessed Deadpool killing that version, his old version of Deadpool, the OG version of Deadpool, and time traveling. Look, as we know from the TVA, from Loki, every time you make a difference in time, that changes and goes out into a different branch reality, right? So as we saw at the end of Deadpool 2, Deadpool goes and kills his OG self in front of Wolverine.
Yeah.
He goes and does that. What that does is that ends that progress of that fight with that Wolverine.
Yeah.
That could possibly change the future of Wolverine. Wait, as in X-Men Origins Wolverine? That Wolverine? Yes. That Wolverine that moves forward from X-Men's origin, from Wolverine, X-Men Origin, that Wolverine is this one. The one that Deadpool kills. Let me tell you why. That moment could be a Nexus moment for him, or it could just be a key moment in his character development of knowing what to do when you possibly get to a future's past. Or that moment could do something to leave him more vulnerable to somebody like Cassandra Nova. That could lead him down a dark spiral of just changing his future to where he's not that hero that he needs to be. And it kind of even gives me the vibe that he knows who Deadpool is when he sees him. Like when he sees Deadpool, he's kind of like pissed off type shit when he sees him. And it could be because he had that 1 second where he recognizes that mask just coming up and killing him and saying when it's time to saddle up type shit. I forgot what exactly he said. But to me, I think that would be a great way to make that post-credit scene
matter.
have value. And to continue the storyline of just him having to deal with his past transgressions. Now, like I did watch, like there's rumor that this is the worst Wolverine that's out there. Like he failed his universe. And to me, that Deadpool being the reason for that could add more reason as to like more tension. So like when you think about them fighting in the void, they go through everything at the TVA, right? So like let's look at it this way. Deadpool gets taken to the TVA. I think Deadpool leaves the TVA to go to different multiverses to try and find a Wolverine for what he's doing. I can't necessarily figure out what he's doing in the TVA. I'll get to that in a second. I can't figure out what necessarily the TVA is doing, but I might be onto a trail here. But I'll get to that in a second. But he's looking for a Wolverine. That's why we're seeing different variants of Wolverine in there. And I think those different variants of Wolverine are going to tell him to piss off until he comes to this one. I think when he gets this one to the TVA, eventually this Wolverine is going to find out that Deadpool is the reason why everything bad that's happened to him has happened. Whether it's everybody getting taken out, whether it's all that everything that's happened to him has happened. So that's why when they get sent to the void, Wolverine's still trying to beat his ass. They're still going at each other because he's like, this is your fucking fault. This is you. Like, I'm like this because of you. And, that's character shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's like, all right, we get it. We get where you're coming from. So that's it there. And they just go down the road of trying to figure it out. And, again, I think that just works on so many levels of the story. I definitely think that just works on so many levels of the story. So that's my guess, is that he's Wolverine from there, and he's pulling him in because he's the only one he can necessarily get. And then they're going to kind of work him into being, he's going to step out his fun and maybe get to the point of where he is like a suitable Wolverine. A prime version of Wolverine. I really don't know. I would much rather see a top-notch version of Wolverine, personally. But again, it's a Deadpool movie, so of course you get a shitty Wolverine. Not saying Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is shitty. But,
no, I know.
But you know what I'm
you're
saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you tell me we finally getting Hugh Jackman Wolverine back, and this is a guy who's got limp claw.
Okay,
you see what
buddy.
I did there?
Okay,
like
bro.
my man's got performance issues. Like, we finally getting Wolverine back, and we've got to go through bro. Now it is gonna be deep. It's gonna lead us to some sad. Like, It's gonna be a deep moment. It's gonna add some substance to this movie. And that's gonna be dope. So that's theory number one. That Wolverine is from that part. You wanna know my next part of my theory is about? Nova. Cassandra Nova.
Yeah. Okay.
Cassandra
Speak on
Nova and where we're at. So look, I'm gonna go to different parts here. First off, let's again figure out this timeline of what's happening. They're going through this shit. They get pulled into the TVA. This part in itself I'm thinking of on the fly here. They're going through the TVA. Let's say the TVA says, you know, they're trying to get Deadpool to solve, like they're trying to send people to the void to solve this issue because they notice something is actually off in the void. Like maybe there's so much, maybe activity going on in the void. Maybe they sent TVA agents to the void and they're no longer hearing from them. Type of shit, right?
Yeah.
So they want to go look into it, and they're bringing in Deadpool. Deadpool goes to go get Wolverine. Like Deadpool doesn't want to go at it alone, so he goes to find some Wolverine, and they're there. So they send him to the void. They're investigating. They come across this dashing young lady who I think is going to be an absolute killer of a villain in this movie. That is Emma Corrin playing Cassandra Nova. Damn, I wish I could just, in the future, I'm going to actually write out timestamps. Is Cassandra Nova coming up here? So, they go to approach her. They see her. There's a few things that, like, kind of pique my interest when it comes to this theory and where we're heading with Cassandra Nova, Justin.
Yeah.
One is what she's doing in the void and what's going on here. This is where this all stems from. It's this scene right here with this portal, right? So we see the portals there. People were like, at first it's like, what are they going to? Like, what's this portal about? Why are they jumping in that portal? What's going on here? So you see Cassandra Nova in the background there. So Cassandra Nova, people think Cassandra Nova made the portal. It's possible that Deadpool and Wolverine maybe got a hold of a sling ring and made the portal. But just, I don't know. I feel like it's a straight up sling ring. I see some people say it doesn't look like a straight up sling ring. But it looks like a sling ring portal to me.
Yeah, to me it does too. Looks straight out of that.
So they're going through there. In my mind, it's clear that they're jumping into that universe where we see them together, where the Liefeld cameo Easter egg is. They're jumping into that universe because we see that pre Cassandra Nova moments, Logan has his sleeves. Pre Cassandra Nova moments, he has his sleeves. From that point on, it doesn't seem that he has his sleeves. And every time we've seen him without his sleeves, it's either here or it's on that Earth world. It's on Earth. So, to me, Cassandra Nova's doing this. Now, there's something very important. There's something on the other side of this. That's Goliath.
Oh, yeah.
This is where we're gonna get. This is where we're really gonna get like sweaty, and where I think I figured some shit out. So, what does Goliath do? Goliath decomposes the matter of things that are sent to the void.
Yeah.
He's the ultimate end all be all. He takes away the energy. I feel like what they're looking at is, as long as, even at the end of time, there has to be something there to depose of the energy that's at the end of time. And that's Goliath. He's there eating up the void, right? There was rumor out there that Goliath was going to have a feast in Deadpool 3. That we're going to see Goliath eat. We've seen shots in the first Deadpool trailer of Goliath eating TVA agents. We see shots of Goliath here in this trailer looking like he's going to go take a bite of something to eat too. And in this here, we have Goliath coming towards the Ant-Man castle where Cassandra Nova.
Oh, yeah, this is at the Ant-Man place, huh?
Yeah. So they're coming towards there. What's interesting, what do people do when they see Goliath, Justin? They run.
Yep.
Seems like that's where Deadpool and Logan are going, into the portal to be safe. Maybe Cassandra Nova didn't make that portal. maybe that portal is made by someone else. Here's why. Cassandra Nova could very well be called. let me slow it down. Who was the last person that didn't run from Goliath, other than Ravonna Renslayer?
Loki.
Loki and
Old
Sylvie.
Loki.
Loki and Sylvie. What did they do?
Magic.
They hypnotized his mind. They controlled his
They
mind.
did. Yeah, they did.
He turned green from that point. And from that point, he turned green and they went to the end of time. He ain't green no more. And Cassandra Nova's not running. What's Cassandra Nova's power? Cassandra Nova's power is telepathy. She could have the power to not have control over Alioth in the void. That would explain why everybody's not trying to get away from Alioth when he's coming to eat up them TVA agents. How they're able to build their how they're able to build their whole like villain conglomerate that we're seeing with these villains, with these cameos. They're under Cassandra Nova's power. Having a life there pretty much make Cassandra Nova the queen of the void, pretty much, because she has the power to pretty much wipe everybody off that she wants to. So going through my theory making of deductive reasoning, this could be part of the problem, is that she's having control of the void, and this could lead to some next level issues, not only for the TVA but for Loki as well. For her finding out how to either leave the void, to harness his power somewhere else, or to even use this and take over the multiverse.
Okay.
Something that was put out there was that she is a true threat to the multiverse. So I just find that to be, just a theory to throw out there, is that, I don't find it that far-fetched that Alioth is under the mind control of Cassandra Nova. Because Cassandra
I don't either. Yeah.
Because one, why ain't Cassandra Nova running into the portal? At first, when I was looking at this, like, again, a lot of times my theories stem from other thoughts. And the trick is, a lot of times, is if I have one thought about theory, I have to try to find a way to make that branch thought try to connect. And the part here that I can't try to connect is, well, if Cassandra Nova is controlling Alioth, why is there sling? Who made that sling portal? Because if I was thinking that Cassandra Nova made that sling portal, why is she in there first? Like, my thought would be that if Logan and Deadpool are jumping through there, they would be jumping through there to go after Cassandra Nova. Or she could have put something through there that entices them, or she could just be allowing them to leave.
True.
But yeah, I just find it very, and you know what? It could turn around that she's doing all of this because her universe was destroyed, and that when her universe was destroyed or pruned, she came here and can. So you know how they like to just kind of do plot twist shit. They can go in there fighting Cassandra Nova, and then they could realize that they're all up against the TVA. That's it.
Could be. Damn. Low key. Okay.
That's fucking it.
That's more than likely
we're here
Holy
now.
shit.
Holy shit. Okay. We're fucking here now.
Okay.
All right. We're fucking here now. We're fucking here
Okay,
now.
you cooked too hard right there.
I cooked myself into a 5-course meal. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right, let's look at it this way. TVA recruiting Deadpool to come out there. Like, even Paradox himself could have fucked up and prune the time and order his squad to prune the timeline of that Cassandra Nova's is from. You know what I mean? Or it could have just been a slip up as to why that universe, like why her universe got sent to the void. What did she do when she got to the void? She saved the, she controlled the power of Alioth and started to try to save her villains, to save her crew around her. And that's how she's like becoming where she is in the void right now, right?
Yeah.
From there, they send Deadpool and Logan to go find her. They get there, they fight it out a bit, they go hard at each other. And then they come to the realization that their universe is, oh, damn it, I need to put my camera up.
Put your camera. What? Fuck just happened? What's up, Brooke? How are you? C-Dub? How are you, brother? LOL, Buffalo Bills trade all their first round picks. Gave Casey. Oh, yes, sir. Okay, Casey got some
normally I
wide
wouldn't get
receiver
up.
help. Let's go.
Normally I would get up to put my camera up, but this one I kind of cooked a little bit too hard, and I got there.
Yeah,
I got to
you
make sure
got
the
it,
camera's
dude.
on for that.
Are you back? But yeah, C-Dub. Hey, man, look. Hey, my Chiefs and Eagles, they're going to be cooking this year, bro. They're going to be cooking this year, man. How you doing, Brooke? What's up, guys? Oh, yeah, Deadpool 3 trailer, dope. X-Men 97 episode, also dope. Yeah, dude, Marvel cooking right now. Marvel is cooking right now. So, yeah,
Right.
can't say any more except good things for them. And what's up? I like games on.
I like games on the other stream. Damn, Justin, did I lose you or did I lose us? Fuck. All right, you back?
Good. Okay.
All right, you froze that time.
Oh, Nighthawk. The Eagles are trash. Okay, buddy. You sound like a Cowboys fan.
Probably is.
That's what that
Probably
sounds
is.
like.
All right, let me get back to cooking. All right, so I'm
Good.
just gonna start at where the last part I was at, where I can remember where I was at. So, again, that universe got pruned. They're there. Boom. So we're coming to the point to where Deadpool and Wolverine come up and fight in Cassandra Nova. They're going through the dialect of even why they're fighting and what happened to their universe, right? And even to put more stuff on his head, because it could be, again, we're getting misled. These trailers mislead us as to what's going on all the time.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So we're getting misled to believe that what we're seeing with Logan is something that he's going through. But what if that's actually Cassandra Nova reading Logan's mind and picking up what he went through? I don't know. Like, where I'm heading is where people who maybe like Cassandra Nova would hate that they would see a sympathetic moment from her. Because maybe that's not her. Maybe her whole thing is destruction. Like, she is a villain. It would take some sympathy. But shit, the dire stakes of your whole universe being destroyed would change a motherfucker a little bit. So,
yeah.
and in this case, they kind of made the villain here, but then the real villain would be this squad of the TVA. So here's the thing. After they go through that fight, we see Cassandra Nova controlling the fuck out of Logan. Like, we see that happening. Look, Cassandra Nova has no scratch on her, and she's letting them leave as Alliance is coming up. So let's connect some fucking dots here. What could have happened? Deadpool could very well explain to her that his universe is going to be fucking destroyed, just like her universe was, and he wants to go destroy the TVA. He wants to go and like kill those people who's going to do that to his universe. Because maybe Paradox is doing some shady ass shit.
Yeah.
So all that to say, bro, that could explain this portal scene. She could be making a portal to that universe, to where we see the Liefeld Easter egg, to where we see Deadpool and Wolverine fucking up the TVA. We might not see that until later on. Now, there is a little bit of a plot hole there because we do see where Wolverine and Deadpool are fighting in that van. Maybe that happens in the void. I don't know. Got to piece that together. But I definitely feel like where Deadpool is fighting the TVA, that's on the Earth.
The only thing that I am just a little like, because I don't think, I mean, they could make it to where Cassandra has some, empathy, but it would be a little wild.
It would be wild. But unless
maybe
she's a villain on her Earth. Like, she
maybe
could have been a villain
she's
on her
like,
Earth.
yeah, true. Maybe, because you are right, though. Like, it wouldn't be a point to where, especially when we see in the trailer, she's able to just easily control Wolverine like that. She had to just she has to be letting them go.
Yeah.
I am very curious. You might be right as to why they are, why she's just letting them go. Like, y'all ain't worth my time. Go die on that earth type shit or something like that.
Yeah, go save it if you want to. Like, there's nothing good but go try. Like some shit.
Yeah.
But like, her evil side could be what she did to get pruned. Like when you think about why people get pruned or why things get taken away, she could have got pruned just because she was a threat and they wanted to put it but that wouldn't make sense because she can make a portal out. She maybe has no desire to leave because she does have control of Elias, and she does have control of there. Somebody said question, with Ant-Man's head full suit being there, do you think his tech will come into play in the movie? It's actually even possible, Mr. Griffin, that Ant-Man is like that because he was trying to save his universe that was being pruned. And this could even be the one that Cassandra Nova's from. But this Ant-Man is probably that size because he was trying to save his universe from being pruned. And I don't think we'll see him because this looks like his actual skeleton, so he's actually dead.
I like games on the shorts. She's manipulative and evil. She has a manipulative and evil look to her. I mean, yeah, true.
She does.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the only thing I must like scratch my head about because like, yeah, she is evil, but like, I mean, I think you would have to be kind of right. Like, she's like, go die on there then.
Yeah. Look, I just had to throw that out there. That's when it came to mind. But yeah, Justin, look, and long story short, this shit got the brain going.
Got you cooking again.
It's got me cooking again. Damn, I didn't think I was going to cook that far. But that's what we're here. Because now I can make a video about it. Well, short about it. I'm not going to make a video. I am going to clip this, though. But I'm not going to make a video.
I mean, but hey.
I ain't going to make a short, though. But I just clip this up.
I mean, you got both formats, so it's fine.
Yeah, well, no, I actually had to make a short for this because.
Yeah,
Yeah, shorts got to be
cooking.
precise.
You cooked.
Yeah, I gotta cook. I gotta put it on a plate. I cooked the actual food, but now I gotta plate it, bro. You know what I mean? I gotta plate this shit. I mean, yeah, I might have to do that. I might have to talk about it on our next stream. I might have to come back to it. I'm talking about it on our next stream. I mean, I might be able to pop on Monday if you're available, something like that. I might be able to pop on sometime soon.
I mean, I'm available
over the weekend.
So
I might be able to pop on. Like,
we need to discuss that behind stream. We don't need the expectations.
Oh no, I'm not putting out expectations. I'm not saying I'm gonna be here. I'm just saying, like I told them last time, if I can and if it's open, I might just pop on, just hit that notification bell.
But I'm down.
Yeah. But look, that's it with Deadpool. Before we get out of here, there's just a couple of things going on that I just kind of want to. We used to do rapid fire. I get back. I promise we'll get back to doing rapid fire one day because that's one of my favorite parts. Was it rap? Yeah, we called it rapid fire. This is really what I'm trying to get Justin triggered.
Yeah.
But let's go through this shit. First off, I want to start here with Rogue. Keke Palmer. Have you seen this, Justin?
Wait, what?
So Keke Palmer is rumored for a role in the MCU, and people want it to be Rogue. Can I speak on the beef? The Drake? What beef? The Drake beef? Everything that's going on? I'll definitely speak on that. All you had to do was ask, Mr. Griffin. All you had to do was ask.
Wait, Keke Palmer is trying to be Rogue?
You haven't seen... Well, she dressed up as Rogue for Halloween one year, and apparently she did this whole video of her in a Rogue suit doing Rogue shit. I'll play it here.
Sorry, sugar. Prepare to go rogue. Guys, is this really the best shit we can come up with? I'll be in my trailer.
Oh, the beef in the chat the other day? Yeah, I'll speak on that shit. I'll speak on the beef on the chat from the other day for sure. First, thanks for bringing that up, Mr. Green. I definitely speak on that shit. But bro, if you would have asked me just based on the Halloween shit of her, should she be Rogue? I would be like, maybe, but I don't really see her doing it.
Yeah.
Now I see this shit, I'm like, no.
Wait, you're like, no.
It's hard no.
No.
Not at all.
I like Gabe says, I mean, hot damn. Wait, like
I mean, does she look good? Yes, but it's the
she
performance
looks good,
No.
but like this performance is
And it's not even the fact that it's low quality, but like my homie down here that I went to college with said, "Bro, you see the lazy eye beams?"
Yes, that's what I was. Fuck off that, bro. Yeah, no. No, I'm good. I'm
she
good.
looked good though. Yeah, I did right, Jared. She looked good, but I don't know about that acting shit.
But I don't know about that. And the thing is, she's kind of a solid actor, but that shit was bad. So, I don't know about that one.
That shit was ass, bro.
That was dog shit. Like, why did we let this come out?
Why would you put? She put that on herself. Why would you do that to yourself?
Nah. Her agent needs to be sued because I don't know about letting that one see the light of day.
That's some fucked up shit right there.
Some quality ass acting. Yeah.
If you want to look at it as the way that Craig and Day was top flight security of the world, sure. I'll be in my train. Hey, but she could definitely do something else. But I just had to touch on that. That made me not want that. Look, I'll go ahead and touch on this beef shit. Get out of the way. That heady ass Nico motherfucker. I don't fuck with him. Here's the thing, y'all know me. Like, I don't mind being trolled. Like, I like that shit on social media. Like, real life shit's different, but on social media, I like going back and forth. I like to play for trolling and shit. But Mr. Griffin, I don't know if you remember, and this goes all the way back in the Denim Nerd shit. Like way back months ago when we had call-ins. I'm a self-aware motherfucker. I know. I was doing call-ins like every fucking Friday that he was having call-ins. And guess what? It's Josh's show. He could put me on there if he wants to. People else in there call-ins have their hands up. If he felt like I was doing too much, calling in too much, Justin. Would Josh would let me know, or he wouldn't pull me in.
Not to mention, you purposely would do it like every other week. Like
I would purposely not do it
every other time, actually.
And then it got to the point to where I didn't even do it every other time. It was like, shit, he did it a few times. I couldn't even get on.
Yeah.
So it's not even like I was doing it every time.
And people don't realize too, you and Josh chop it up. So
yeah,
it's like
we got time. Yeah, so it's like, bro, anytime that he didn't want me to come on, or I was a problem to be on, he probably just wouldn't have put me on. But like, even if I was in the first, he'd be like, "Yo, you been on last week. I gotta let somebody else.
I want to catch somebody else up." And yeah.
That is clear. It's clear and simple. Josh is that type of person.
Yes.
So there's one little bitch, heady ass Nico, on the last call-in thing that we did. You see, John White.
This is months ago, by the way, guys.
This is months ago, like 2023. Months ago. Like, I don't even know. Like, maybe it was after September.
It's probably mid-2023, like that long ago.
Wait a minute. Actually, no. It was when Pedro Pascal, I think. Was it when Pedro Pascal?
Oh, it was not. It's been a lot longer than that.
No, because I think Pedro Pascal was in that conversation when I was on that call-in.
I think it might have. Okay, yeah, it might have been one of the first times that he was rumored to be.
Yeah.
But anyways,
it wasn't the poster. It was like the rumors. It was out there, but I think that was still 2023. Century. It was Century. Century 2 was something that was being talked about. We included in there too. It was a minute ago. But anyway, in that stream, I see John White. John White was somebody who I'm cool with John White, but John White will always be like, not Kendall calling in again, or no, the call-ins. But I fuck with John White.
It's a troll, though. It's a troll. It's a troll in chat.
Heady ass Nico, while I'm talking to Josh, like I can see one comment and let it slide. In that shit, he's just heavy on my dick about the shit. And at that point, I hadn't called in for at least a month or two. Shit, Josh wasn't even doing call-ins regularly when on that one call-in event.
True.
So then he comes to say, just be talking shit, going off. I always want to talk about it. I always want to do it. So I end that saying, Nico, get off my fucking dick. That's it. Just get off my dick, bro. And goes on and on. Now, that was months ago, I mind y'all. Every once in a while, I get, we go on, watch chat. Every once in a while, I get in the chat. I say something, and I see Nico, and I would comment, and I comment something like about what Josh is talking about, and he'd bring up call-ins. Or he would just say the opposite of what I'm saying, regardless. So from there to there, this week, Mr. Griffin, you might have seen because you blocked, you timed him out. I felt like I was straddling the defense of being timed out, but I ain't give a fuck. I was fed up with this motherfucker. He just kept, like, I was commenting about one thing that Josh said. He commented that, oh, that'd be better than call-ins. I commented something else, oh, that's better than call-ins. I'm like, bro, I don't even address you. I don't talk to you. So, yeah, he just started going back and forth. And Mr. Griffin, honestly, I just got fed up with the shit. Like, honestly, if there was, I'm not a violent person, but if this shit was like, if he was doing this shit and I had to see him at school the next day,
you be called
if I
to
had
the
to see him
principal.
at work the next day, I would beat this motherfucker's ass. That type of shit. Even if he was bigger than me, I would fight him. You know what I mean? Like, even if I might lose, if I knew I would lose, I don't give a fuck. I would be so pissed off, I would go fight this dude. So I can't fight him in over line. I'm just cuss him out. I just be like, yo, just point out that you're on my dick and you look stupid being on my dick. Pause.
He was ODing, man, for sure.
Like, he was definitely trolling on me, but he wasn't even trying to be funny about it. Like,
I wasn't even trying to be a dick about it.
I wouldn't even call it trolling, C-Dub, because in that community, I call trolling as you're trolling because you're not meaning what you're saying, in a way. Like, you're kind of playing, at least that's how I take it. Like, I'm just trolling you, bro. I'm just trolling you.
You're not
I'm just giving
butthurt
you a
about
hard
it.
time. I'm not. This dude was butthurt. He might be 10 for all I fucking know. But this little kid, this dude was butthurt. And at the end of the day, I ended up blocking him. But just shout out to Mr. Griffin, because, like, we was going back and forth, and he said something about boy. He called me a boy. Little boy.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
And that's when I started being like, look here, you little bit. Like, because, I mean, at first, I'd be like, oh, man, my favorite haters here. I think I said my favorite haters here. Like, yo, just please hop out my dick. And then he was like, no, you just mad. You obviously mad getting some milk. You need this little boy. And he called me little boy. I'm fucking a grown-ass man.
So weird. Ugh.
I don't know how many white people here, but less than the white folk, you don't call a black man boy.
Unless you want to get smacked in the face. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
You don't call a black man boy.
That's borderline the N-word to the ER.
That is one step below the N-word.
That's almost there.
That's one step below the N-word. That's worse than, people think Negro for some reason is a bad word.
Mm.
If somebody called me Negro, like a white person said, that Negro over there, yeah, I'd be offended. But I'd be way more heated if he said that boy over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I'm with you.
Yeah, that overdid it. So then the next day, he's going just as hard in the chat. Just shout out to the Nerd Avengers that's out there, just rocking with me. Like, I did see one dude, Cool Bear. I don't think he understood what was happening because I was going hard on this dude. And the way he was doing it was, but the way he was doing it was, he would go hard on one thing. Like, I would say something, he would go hard to come at me. And then I would come back at him with a couple messages. And then he'd try to play it soft. Or he'd try to act like he was talking about the regular chat shit. So he'd try to come back and play victim. But everybody else seen what's happening.
Yeah, because I even asked, I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, and I don't know if you blocked him before or what.
I didn't see none of his chats. I don't know. I might have muted him. I don't know. But because even Elisa was like, Justin, it ain't worth it.
Well, Elisa, and like, shout out to Elisa, because Elisa was like, she saw what was happening. She's like, well, I always loved call-ins and loved Kendall's call-ins.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like,
And then people started commenting like, yeah, Kendall had the best call-ins. Like, we fuck with Kendall's call-ins. And wasn't nobody else being like, we don't want call-ins. And the funny
Nico
funny
don't
shit
realize
is-
it's literally a troll because whenever he does try to say shit and I see it, he's always like, nobody likes call-ins and no one really likes it when you call in. No, bro, it's literally a troll. It's a troll.
Like, yeah, it's like, and even if people don't like it, they don't give a fuck. I mean, I get it too. Like, it's Josh's channel. That's why I stopped calling in every day. I was like, yo, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I get it. You don't want to hear me, but I don't give a fuck. I know some people who do like it, and I know I want to talk to the man. Like, you know, if he having call-ins, I'm going to pop on, and if he's going to let me talk, then he's going to let me talk. If he don't, then he don't. It is what it is. He was just pooping in everyone's meals, and then it was just like acting like, so he was trying to insinuate, I guess, that call-ins was over because of that moment. Like, we weren't doing call-ins anymore.
No, it's
because
it's because of him. It's definitely because of him.
Well, I don't even think that's why, because Josh said kind of slowed down from going call-ins anyway.
I think it's the combination of both because he was a loud minority, bro, 100%.
But no, I don't think that.
But I
was
think it
brought
does
on by anything
disrupt
from Shaq.
his. I think it disrupts Josh's flow more.
Yeah,
than anything.
that's where I think call-ins was ended, because nobody does call-ins on YouTube because it's just really just not ideal for viewership.
And then not to mention, like, you'll have, I mean, I love Chillin' to death, but Chillin' will be on there for like 20 minutes if you allow him to.
Yeah, so like it kills the flow of the stream.
You can't let that happen.
It killed the flow of the stream. It definitely killed the flow of the stream.
Yeah.
Now, didn't having people like Nico in there commenting help? No. But I feel like the main reason was it does kill the flow of the stream. Unless you have somebody like Rob on there who is just absolutely phenomenal at what he does with his insight, and he's talking nerdy shit, and people are excited to hear that this man with 2 million, like with 1 million plus subs, is in here talking like just regular nerd shit right now. That's something different, right? Like,
100%.
That is completely different. But yeah, it's funny, bro. Like, it's just like, I ended up blocking the dude. But, you know, you just get to the point where you be fed up. Here's the thing. I don't block people. Like, I'm kind of one of the least to block people, because at the end of the day, like, you might just be having a moment.
Yeah.
And I'm open to fucking with you.
But he's not just having a moment. He's consistently like
his
this.
Shit was like when you're still, even if he wasn't coming at me about call-ins, it would have been different.
Yeah.
Like, if he was coming at me about shit that I'm just saying then, that would have been cool. But you keep bringing up fucking call-ins, bro.
Yeah, that's all he wants to talk about. So.
And I told him, I was like, bro, like, I mean, I know I'm not a streamer, but if I want people to hear my take,
pop
on
what
I
stream.
can do.
Like,
I mean, but they just see what I can do with my fucking shorts. Like, how many fucking views I can get when I want people to hear my fucking shit. Like, I don't.
Honestly, dude, like, I don't think he realizes, like, one, a lot of people in that chat fuck with you. One, you make good ass shorts and you can easily be out there. Two, honestly, like, I've told you this, consistency, once you do that, like, you'll be as big as a streamer as you want to be. And I don't think that motherfucker realizes, like, it's there. You got motion. It's just like, cringe, bro, that he's just, I don't know. I don't really care. But it's just so dumb.
It's so cringe, but yeah, I'm just talking about to oblige to Mr. Griffin, and it's kind of just funny to talk about.
It's funny.
It's like, yeah, he's probably a little kid, maybe not even a little kid, just a teenager. It was funny. He was like,
he's probably. I'm not gonna lie,
I forgot what Elisa said to him, like, Nico, nobody this and that, and then he came back and said, well, nobody likes being called a name. I'm like, bro, that ain't never ever came up in what you saying. If that's why you hurt, I would apologize. But at the end of the day, you was on my dick.
Yeah. I saw. As I said, I only saw your comments.
Yeah,
I couldn't see Nico.
If you seen what he was commenting, you would have said something.
Okay, because I couldn't see shit. Yeah, I couldn't see shit.
Look, the moment that Mr. Griffin timed him out for 30 minutes, I think that's what 60 seconds, 600 seconds is. The moment Mr. Griffin timed him out,
I felt bad too, because I'm like, this is all going down right now, and we got Rob talking just
Yeah,
gospel
and that's why I
out
was
here,
like, I felt
too.
bad too. I was like, damn, like this just happening. I'm not
Yeah.
even being able to listen to what Rob is saying.
But
But
it kind
kinda
of had
had
to
to
be
happen.
said. It kind of had to
Yeah.
happen. Unfortunately, it was at the timing it happened. It's just, but yeah.
And I think again, shout out to Elisa.
Elisa's a G, man. I
Yeah.
like Elisa.
Shout out to Elisa because I mean, yeah, I know Josh could say anything. I felt like on the board of message and Josh was like, man, fuck it, I'm not even thinking about this shit.
Well,
anymore.
nah,
But yeah,
as Josh, for him, I think it's better off that he doesn't
that
say
he let it
anything
go,
at that
but-
point. And one, he's literally talking to
and
Rob.
he had no idea what was really going on.
Exactly.
Well, he said something
Oh.
about it earlier. He read my comment that I said earlier.
Oh yeah, I know that
early
part,
in
but
the
for
scene.
him,
So
yeah,
it was like, yeah. So like, I was like, damn, like that's the one you fucking read.
for him, it's best he has hands
I was
off.
like, damn.
Type shit.
That's why he
I'm
was like,
gonna
can y'all
just
hug
be
it
honest.
out? And I'm like, no, I'm not hugging it out with this bitch ass motherfucker. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm not,
he needed.
I'm not hugging it out with this dude because I hug it out with him today, and he's bringing up call-ins next week.
At the end of the day, Josh has to kind of say that type of shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, Nico is still
But
part
I
of the
had to let
community.
Josh know I won't. But shit,
Yeah.
he. I don't know. I blocked him.
That's probably the best route, anyways. So,
But yeah,
as I said, I would have.
I did good. I know that I'm never gonna violate my moderator privileges after that because I came close to timing him out my damn self.
As I said, bro, I was ready to get in there.
I came ready to time him out my
no
damn self.
idea.
When he said boy, I was ready to time him out my damn self. But then Mr. Griffin did it.
Cause he lucky. I would have been cooking.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
bro.
would have cooked his ass.
I'm like, bro. And he's like, he's still hurt over call-ins. I'm like, dog, nobody's talking about call-ins but you.
It's like it's crazy. You're in a
Like, yo,
community that
it
no
would've been
one cares about you, and you're still known in this community as a bitch. It's crazy.
Like you, it would have been one thing to be like, if I was in there, like, yo, can I call in? Can I call
Exactly.
in? Let me call in. I got
It would be
something to
another
say.
thing too if you're one of the people that is like, yo, when are you doing call-ins again? You don't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't fucking ask
you're
for
not
that
one
shit.
of the. You're not that person.
I don't
So
fucking
like,
ask for that shit. And then it's crazy.
No.
Sometimes people be like, we need a Kindle call in. Like Kindle call in.
yeah. Anyways.
And that's part of the reason why I don't even respond to them shits. I don't even like it's just be like,
Nah, there's no look. I mean, that
Like,
speaks
no,
for
there's no
itself.
fucking
You don't even
reason.
have to ask for it. People are like, "Oh, we fuck with Kendall. Let's have a call in and hear what he has to say." Like, what
no, I
an
take it
idiot, man.
everybody who in the chat won't be like, it doesn't have that same sentiment. But nobody in the chat is like, no, when he says that, other than heady ass bitch ass Nico. If I ever see, that's how I was going to refer to him if I didn't block him. It's going to be just bitch ass Nico, bitchy ass Nico.
Anyways, real quick, did you see, dude? It might be over for the Lakers, man.
Man, this is definitely over for the Lakers. After the last game, I knew it was over for the Lakers.
After the last game, it kind of had that J.R. Smith not shoot it type feel. You remember that from a long time ago?
Yep.
That's kind of what the
Like,
feel
you just-
was.
you
Like,
just
it's
out of your
over.
league.
LeBron is like, nah, I'm done. Like,
Yeah, you're just out of your league here.
let's just
Wait
get
till
to
next year.
Cancun.
Yep.
They need to go get another shooter. They need to get like
Trae
a
Young.
solid shooter.
Trae Young going.
They
to LA
do
this
need to
summer.
get Trey Young.
Trae Young. Going
If
to
they
LA
get
this
Trey
summer.
Young, I think they can really compete. Because
But
they're not
honestly,
going to
they
win.
need another shooter. They need another coach.
Yeah, Darnham's kind of.
Last game, they spent way too much time not having AD. Like, tell me why AD was guarding Jokic in the first half, and they were doing great. But then in the second half, you take AD off Jokic, you do a lot more Rui on
bro.
Jokic. You do a lot, and down the stretch, you got LeBron on Jokic. Oh my God, Darnham is so ass.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, like as smart as LeBron is, his best teams were Spo and Lou.
Well, the thing is, he wanted Lou, and fucking, I don't know what they were doing, not getting. They tried to hire Lou as
But it's
an
not even saying
assistant
you need Lou. You
coach.
just need
It's
a good
fucking
coach. You
stupid.
just need a great coach. Like, why can't you get a great coach?
I know, but they had a chance to get Lou.
Yeah,
Ty
they
Lue.
had but it doesn't even have to be Lou. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't even have to be Lou. If there's a reason why it couldn't be Lou, there's other great coaches that you could have tried to get other than mid-ass Darwin. Like, not even to say that there's other, like, Darwin Ham's ass needs to be on the hot seat.
I think
Like,
it does. Only because you're with LeBron.
I don't hear the. It doesn't feel like there's a hot seat. Like if a hot seat was there, middle of the season, when the Lakers were at the 8th and 9th and 10th seed, his seat should have been hot as fuck, and it wasn't. Anyway, this is a speed race through shit so we can get the fuck on up out of here.
All right, let's
Been
go.
2
Let's
hours.
go.
We got news that Marvel was planning to do a series around Monica Rambeau.
I'm glad they didn't.
But I'm glad they didn't either. After the Marvel's reception, it was axed. But guess what? She's a side character.
Yes.
Guess what they're going to do? They're going to continue her story on the side. Now, that's not to say that she's side chick material.
No, she's not. No, she is not.
But that storyline is not that compelling. Her powers. Now, if they wanted to do something bigger, I would love a Blue Marvel story where she's linked up with Blue Marvel and they become an item. And they go through, art together.
I mean, she has a solid, cool storyline, but they need to build her up. She hasn't been built up enough to warrant a
we don't even
TV
really know what the
spots.
fuck her powers is.
Exactly, bro. She barely knows what the fuck her powers is at this point. So it's like, nah, give her character time to cook and marinate a little bit, and then if y'all want to do something, I don't think y'all need to do a show, but if y'all want to start indulging in her character a little bit more, then do it. But not.
Well, it's gonna do it.
Like
where they're gonna do it at? In another project. That other project is the X-Men. There was word out there that the X-Men movie is gonna take place in the universe where you had Beast, where she ended up at. That's where the X-Men movie is gonna be, and that they've had encounters with Kang. That's the rumor. That's clearly how her story is gonna continue. Is an X-Men. I got a short in mind about, when she got her powers and they did her body analysis. They did her body analysis in WandaVision. They kind of made a small allusion to that she was a mutant